In this video, you'll learn how to install the ZENworks reporting package for Micro Focus desktop containers. The use case here is you want to be able to generate custom reports and dashboards against the Micro Focus desktop containers server usage information. To do this, you need something called a domain. A domain is XML metadata that describes to ZENworks reporting how to show data to users and how data is joined and formatted so that the user doesn't have to deal with the database complexity. We'll show you how this works as we go along. In addition to that domain, the Micro Focus Desktop Containers reporting package also includes some canned reports. So the requirements for this are you must have the ZENworks reporting server installed. You need to make sure that external access to the Micro Focus Desktop Container Manager database is enabled. And you have to download the ZAV server usage domain from Cool Solutions. That might get updated to be called the Micro Focus Desktop Container server usage domain. But as of right now, it's the ZAV server usage domain. Because the products are backwards compatible, it works with that as well. The installation process for the Micro Focus Desktop Containers reporting package is first log into the appliance web console as root, add the new domain and save the changes, provide information about the data source, that's your database that you want it to connect to, and then log into the ZENworks reporting console and attempt to execute a report. So let's take a look at how that's done. Here I have the ZENworks reporting appliance. I'm going to go ahead and log in as root. And once I get logged in, I'll be taken to the normal summary page. And what we're going to do is come to domain configuration, and we'll add a new domain. When you add the domain, you're going to use a resource file, and you will have downloaded the ZAV usage domain, which is right here, ZAV usage-10.1.0.0. Select that. You'll specify which server, so in my case it's a Microsoft SQL server, and it's called this, and it's running on the default port. If you had an instance name, you could specify that. Your database name needs to be the manager database, so there are two databases that Micro Focus Desktop Containers server uses. You'll see here there's this ZAVlib and ZAV manager, those are the default names. The usage data is in this ZAV manager database. So we'll go ahead and put ZAV manager. We can specify the type of authentication that we want to use, and just to keep it simple for demo purposes, I'm just going to use my SA account. In production, you would want to create a reporting account that could go ahead and just read data from the database there. You can then test this to make sure you got your connection properly. You'll see our connection tested successfully. We'll click Add and say OK. You'll notice the little red star indicates that there was a change to the domain configuration. So I can apply the changes now. That will go ahead and install the package. It will create the reports, it will create the data source, and it will create the domain. Once that's done, then we can come back and we can log into the reporting console. So it's now finished importing the domain and applying the configuration. So now we can go ahead and open the ZENworks reporting console. And we'll log in as an LDAP user or as the local admin that we created. In my case, I'll use a LDAP user. And if you go to the repository now that the Micro Focus Desktop Containers domain has been installed, you can see first of all under the domain there's this new domain called ZAV Server Usage Domain. Under Data Source, you'll see it created a data source called the ZAV Server Usage Data Source. And then under Reports, you'll notice it created a folder called ZENworks Application Virtualization Server. In there, there's a set of predefined reports that you can use. So to do a quick check to make sure everything's working right, we can simply go to Usage, pick one of these reports, and it should then go ahead and execute that report, and we can see the contents of the report. So here you can see a simple ad hoc chart, application session launches per day, and you've confirmed that this is now working. So what you've seen here is how to take the Micro Focus Desktop Container Server Usage package, bring it into ZENworks reporting so that you can then execute the canned reports, as well as build new ad hoc reports. There are a set of videos that talk about how to build ad hoc reports with ZENworks report server, as well as dashboards, that I'd recommend you check out. And then you can start to apply those to how you use that with the Micro Focus Desktop Container Server Usage domain. Thank you.